Being on social media as an LGBT person can be wonderful. Meet so many people and share so many stories. But social media isn't always the greatest place, and especially for us in the LGBT community, it can be very dangerous. So for this episode of Stacy Links Presents, I am going to talk about issues that we face in the LGBT community on social media. I'll be right back. So welcome to my channel. I'm Stacy, and as I mentioned in this episode of Stacy Links Presents, I want to talk about issues that we in the LGBT community face on social media. There are a number of problems that we face, and it's stuff that we are still working to fix, but certain specific social media platforms don't seem to be cooperating with us. So we have to continue the fight. So that's why I will bring these all up today. So before I get started, what I'll get you to do, if you're new to this channel and you're a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, you should go down below and click that subscribe button and click the little bell beside to be notified anytime I have new content go live on here. And especially if you're interested in fashion, makeup, and jewelry, I have many videos on my channel you will love to see. Plus, I'm documenting my transition as a single parent and doing advocacy for the LGBTQIA+ community as I am in this episode. Also be sure you're following me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and on TikTok. Be sure to check the description below in this video for all my social media links. So, the first two things I want to talk about, they kind of lump together in a way. The first thing that we experience a lot of on social media is hate speech. There are so many people out there who believe in lies and will turn around and spread hate, tell us to do stuff like unalive ourselves. And then that spans into the second point that I want to talk about is the harassment. So it starts with the hate speech, and then it turns into harassment when we're constantly getting comments on our posts from people telling us that it's a sin, it's wrong, we're going to hell, that we should not exist, that we're delusional. This is the type of harassment we constantly face on social media. That leads into the third point is trollers on videos, posts, or live streams. And now I'm going to do some name dropping right now. The one platform where it's the worst is actually on TikTok. We've been working to try to get that cleaned up for a long time, but TikTok doesn't seem to be responding. But we do our best and keep fighting the good fight. The thing is we have to keep from, being triggered by the trolls and the hate speech. We just need to let it go because we know all it is based on lies and deceit. If they just try to poke at us, or, sometimes they do passive aggressive techniques and say they're trying to be supportive. And then in the end, they just gaslight us anyway. And that'll lead me into point number 4 is the bullying. And over the course of harassment, the bullying does get intense with some of them. So again, we need to try to put a stop to that before it gets too bad. Threats of violence is actually quite prevalent on social media, and again, especially on TikTok. It seems like trollers want to make threats. They're just idle threats. But a lot of creators on social media are triggered and are affected by these because not only do a lot of us face these issues online, a lot of us face these issues in the general public too, so we always have to be careful. So then after all that, and we're trying to defend ourselves or we're trying to deflect them, if we let it go for too long, sometimes what ends up happening is these trolls and bullies, they will report our videos or our live streams and get them banned. They will try to get us flagged for community guidelines violation when there clearly is none. But TikTok seems to take their side over ours for some reason. I wonder why that might be. And then in live streams, it can be really bad if we're not careful. We like to have moderators, but what can happen sometimes is a lot of trolls can come in if you don't control that. And they will mass report your live, and not only will your live get immediately terminated, but you could get live banned for anywhere between 24 and 72 hours. And some people have been live banned for as much as a week after multiple violations. And these are all bogus violations, but TikTok doesn't care. The worst thing that I've heard about, and I've actually made connections with a number of LGBT TikTokers who have had this happen, and the risk is always great, is after a while of becoming super popular, typically after getting hundreds of thousands of followers, TikTok decides just to turn their account off for no apparent reason. But they say it's because you've had multiple community guidelines violations, which usually isn't true, but TikTok likes to claim that. So a lot of these creators, and it's not just LGBTers as well, it happens to BIPOC individuals, it happens to disabled TikTokers, it happens to anybody who isn't white or cisgender. There's got to be some sort of correlation there, don't you think? So in conclusion, I definitely think that there are still a number of major issues going on social media, and especially platforms like TikTok and even YouTube and Instagram. It can be really bad. Facebook too, and Twitter. But despite the issues that we do have, social media is still a great place to meet people and make connections. So I will not be leaving social media because of these issues. It only makes my presence even stronger. Alright, so thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button down below and drop a comment and tell me the kind of experiences you've had on social media. If you've had positive or negative experiences, I want to hear from you. So make sure you drop a comment down below. And stay tuned for my next episode, and I'll see you then. Bye!